as far as I can take you, I'm afraid. You can catch a monopod into the city from over there.
And where are you going?
Straight to cargo. Gotta get these babies
Quarantined?
distributed.
Thanks for the ride, Wendell. Maybe see you again.
This is slightly anticlimactic, but we are here at least. I'm coming out the end of, I believe, sinusitis, so I'll try not to cough and splutter everywhere. Don't worry, I won't. Hi there. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot that we can do here. No, there isn't. Let's just go straight into the pod.
Welcome, Citizen Graham. Outdated U-chip firmware detected. Firmware must be updated to use Union City facilities.
I was about to return to give Ember a piece of my mind when...
Transporting you to the nearest safety services.
The Stalkers had come into the city. But looking around, that didn't make any sense. This place was a paradise compared to the Union City I'd left all those years ago. Joey had certainly turned the place around. I had to find the Stalkers. And whoever he was, Graham was my only lead. I just had to sort out my U-chip problems first.
I have to admit, this is very impressive. I did start the game with the graphics turned down somewhat, but as soon as I hit record, I was experiencing some slowdown here and there, but I've turned them down a few more notches, but it still looks good. Well, at least I think so anyway. They've definitely put a lot of work into this, not into this. I mean the city itself. Whoa, okay. I swear I saw some posters for Beneath a Steel Sky on the way in as well. There's no way I'll be able to see them from here. But yes, if you missed them, in the background it looks like there's some game posters. Anyway, on with the plot. The game has started for real, it seems.
Hey, 2CU?
I'm not 2CU.
Oh, sorry. You look just like the one outside.
Oh, so we all look alike, do we?
Now hold on, I didn't mean that. You have to admit, though, you do look a lot like 2CU.
My name is 1CU. 1. We're totally different.
Oh, so is 2CU like an upgrade? Like a better version of you?
You're speaking to the first, an original, a numero uno community welfare droid.
Tell me about Joey.
Before my time, I'm afraid, sir.
You must know something.
He brought the city out of darkness and into light.
Then the council took over.
Precisely.
So, Joey just disappeared?
As I say, I know little about the great Joey. For more information, check out the museum.
Tell me about Union City.
Would you like to know about the piazza?
That's not exactly...
The piazza was designed by the council to encourage citizens to socialize.
What's the point of that?
It's a fact that people like being around other people. People who are alone spend too much time thinking. And I'm sure we can all agree, nothing good ever came as a result of thinking.
I wouldn't know.
Anyway, Union City happiness is at an all-time high. Thanks, Piazza.
Anything interesting going on in Union City?
Why, it's Aspiration Day, of course. An annual celebration in which all citizens are encouraged to aspire.
Aspire to what?
Aspire to be lower.
Wait. Lower is better?
Of course. As the old saying goes, eyes on the ground make Joey proud.
Foster, you should know by now that with Union City, lower is better. Because I know a lot seems to have changed in 10 years, but from the second and third floors down from the top of Beneath a Steel Sky, it was quite, well, looking quite affluent. I know we didn't get to see much of it, but I believe they kind of kept some of the aesthetics that we did see.
Tell me about the council.
The council guides the ministries, and through them, Union City. Everybody knows this.
Sure. They do a good job, huh?
Oh, yes. They look after us by day and watch over us by night.
Sounds like they're popular.
Everybody loves the council.
Everybody?
Oh, yes. And they love us back. Each and every one.
Even me?
Even you, sir.
So how do I contact the council?
You don't need to, sir. Your Minos profile tells them what you want and need before you know it yourself.
What if I want to talk to them in person?
In person? You kidding? They're way too busy.
Let me guess. Busy looking after us?
Now you're getting it.
Do you know anything about missing kids in Union City?
There are no missing kids in Union City, sir.
Really?
Every single child in Union City is U-chipped and can be found at any moment. Period.
What about an unchipped child from the Gap?
Ha, not to worry, sir. You won't see that sort in here.
There haven't been any reported kidnappings in Union City?
I am unfamiliar with the word kidnapping.
It means to steal a child.
Why would anyone do that? Union City has plenty of children.
I really would like to know what happened to Joey.
And the museum in the piazza is the perfect place to start finding out.
I'm not sure if that green arrow meant there was additional conversation or it's just going to repeat more lines. Or maybe the additional conversation happens after the repetition? I don't know. But I think we've exhausted this option for the moment.
I'm looking for a vehicle.
The monopod station is situated at the entrance to the piazza.
No, I'm looking for a vehicle that came into the city.
Well, it can't have come through here. The piazza is a strictly pedestrian zone.
The vehicle I'm looking for has legs. 4, in fact.
A vehicle with legs is called an animal.
You definitely haven't seen it?
Definitely.
That's all for now.
Enjoy your day, Citizen Graham.
Thank you. Wait, should I be calling Robert Foster or Overman? I guess he's been referred to as Foster so far.
Hello?
Good morning, Graham, Grundy. I trust you are well on this fine day.
Actually,
Aha! Have you tried Dijon buttercream spankles? It's new.
Sounds delightful.
That's the spirit. Now, Mr. Grundy, we both know why you're here, don't we?
I guess we do.
Your firmware. It's ridiculously out of date.
Let's get you sorted then, shall we? Go on, place your hand on the platform.
Why should I?
Oh, Graham, what a ridiculous question. How do you expect to access your messages? Or vote on important city issues? Or use the travel system? Please consent to the firmware update.
I'll pass.
You'll be back.
My U-chip was running out-of-date firmware. The monopods wouldn't take me to Graham's home until I'd updated my U-chip firmware.
No, I'm just kidding. We need this update.
Hello again.
Please consent to the firmware update.
Okay, here goes.
Well, that's very strange.
What's very strange?
What's very strange?
You said that's very strange a moment ago. Something about my data.
I didn't. You said, what's very strange?
I only said it because you said that's very strange.
Great. What else can I do for you, Citizen Graham?
There was something strange about the ID that I had acquired. While she may have lost the plot, I definitely hadn't. Would you mind scanning my U-chip like you did before?
But, Graham, your firmware is up to date.
Humor me.
Okay. Well, that's very strange.
There, you just did it again.
Because you asked me to humor you.
I mean, you said that's very strange again.
I assure you that I have a precise log of this entire conversation, and I said no such thing.
It appeared that every time she tried to access my data, the last few seconds of her memory was wiped.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
I know this is going to repeat things, but there is a reason.
Can you try accessing my data one more time?
But, Citizen Graham, I haven't accessed your data.
Please access my data.
Well, that's very strange.
What?
What?
That's what I thought. Whatever was blocking my U-chip was disrupting her memory playback. Another item to add to the Graham Grundy mystery list. I'm looking for a vehicle.
Well, a monopod station can be found at either end of the piazza.
Are there any vehicles in the city that have legs?
Polite request for disambiguation. By legs, do you mean a vehicle transporting prosthetics, flat-packed furniture, or fried chicken?
I mean a vehicle with legs for propulsion.
Do you mean a skateboard or scooter?
You are no help.
I'm here to help.
To be more specific, I'm looking for a vehicle that uses legs instead of wheels for locomotion.
Oh, I do wish I could be more help, but I have seen no such creature.
No, a vehicle. Forget it. So is my firmware all up to date?
It sure is, Citizen Graham. Now you can get back to being a top-notch citizen again. I see you have 2 weeks of public voting to catch up on. Better find a terminal and hop to it.
What was the firmware update for?
Well, Mr. Grundy, your U-chip appears to be quite an outdated model. It still had the original firmware from the early iterations of the Council's U-chip program. Frankly, I'm surprised you got by for so long.
I've lived a simple life.
You poor thing.
Can you tell me everything you know about Joey?
Joey was pivotal in the restructuring of Union City, and we will always remember him fondly. If you would like to learn more about Joey's role in the rebirth of Union City, why don't you visit the Museum of New History? Is there anything else I can help you with?
So Joey isn't around anymore?
When the city was ready to be ruled democratically, Joey stepped aside to make way for the Council. If you would like to learn more about Joey's role in the rebirth of Union City, why don't you visit the Museum of New History? Is there anything else I can help you with?
I hope that Joey did stand to one side instead of being removed forcibly.
Where can I find one of these terminals?
They're everywhere. You can't throw a bilby without hitting a terminal.
Why would I want to throw a bilby?
I know, they're so cute.
Tell me about Union City.
The temperature is a perfect 296 degrees.
296 degrees? In what units?
Kelvin, obviously. What else would it be?
What's happening in the city these days?
Have you tried Dijon buttercream spankles? It's new.
I have not. Is it tasty?
38% of citizens say yes.
38% is not a great endorsement.
Get it before it's gone.
Can you tell me about this council?
The council was formed as a democratic oversight committee to ensure the happiness and prosperity of Union City. The council is made up of 5 ministries. Ministry of Plenty, Ministry of Comfort, Ministry of Safety, Ministry of Aspiration, Ministry of Well-being. Would you like to know more?
I think I need to.
Polite suggestion. A complete account of the council can be found at the Museum of New History. Is there anything else I can help you with?
How can I speak to the council?
Communication with the council is performed through your daily polls.
Right. Anything a little more direct?
Well, I'm sure if you saw one of them wandering about, they'd be more than happy to chat.
That's more like it. Where would I find them?
The council resides within the Citadel. Unfortunately, your kudos level does not permit you access. I'm sure you understand.
Listen, I don't know if you'll be able to help on this.
I'm here to help.
Okay. I'm looking for a child that went missing 2 days ago.
And from which part of the city did this child go missing?
He was from outside the city.
I can only help you locate citizens.
I'm looking for a child named Milo.
Accessing citizen database.
He is not a citizen.
Is he an animal?
No, I told you, he's a child.
Because Milo is a very common name for pets.
That fact does not help me.
I can only help you locate citizens.
Dare I do this again?
I need to find a missing child.
Does it need to be missing?
What?
It's much easier to find a non-missing child.
If he wasn't missing, I wouldn't need to find him, would I?
But if I'd found him, then he wouldn't be missing, would he?
His name is...
Good news. While you were chatting, I checked our records and there are no missing children in Union City.
Thank you.
Was I helpful?
Yes.
Would you like to fill out a survey?
Why not?
Yeah. Why not?
Excellent. Question 1 of 100. Are you satisfied?
Whoops. Gotta go. Now that I'd dealt with my UChip problem, I needed to find out more about my new identity. Graham Grundy.
This world is certainly alive, but can we speak to them? No.
Hey, got a minute?
For you, sir, I have all day.
What do you do here?
My name is Hollow, and it is my pleasure to serve the wonderful people of Union City on this glorious Aspiration Day.
And what are you serving?
Well, social climbers can bring their aspiration brooches to me.
And then what?
I use this machine here to customize the hologram projected on the brooch. Isn't that fun?
It's a real parade. So you change people's aspiration brooch?
Only if they ask me to.
Sure. How do you change it?
First, my customer places their aspiration brooch here in the machine slot. Then, through me, they can choose which hologram they'd like the brooch to display.
And you put it on the brooch?
Now you're getting it.
Sounds simple enough.
Now how do we get one?
What is an aspiration brooch?
A special wearable reward to Union City's esteemed social climbers. Courtesy of the Council.
Yes, but what do they do?
The brooch permits entry to areas around the city, exclusive to social climbers, such as the Old History exhibit in the Museum of New History. It also tells your fellow citizens how great at gathering kudos you are.
How can I get my hands on one of these brooches?
You didn't receive one in the post?
I don't think so.
That's because aspiration brooches are only delivered to social climbers. You need an awful lot more kudos to be in with a shop.
Maybe next month, eh?
Sure. Or year, perhaps.
So only social climbers get given these aspiration brooches?
Correct. And those brooches can be customized here at my stall.
I'm guessing that we will need one of these to solve a puzzle or two.
What's your role again?
Through me, social climbers can customize the aspiration brooch hologram. I'm especially busy this time of year.
What's your role again? Oh,
Through me, I'm especially busy this time of year.
what can you tell me about the Council?
Nothing that you won't have heard already. However, if you take a look behind my stall, you can catch a great view of the Citadel.
Sometimes I don't know whether to skip the dialogue or not. I don't know if it ruins the immersion or if it's just trying to push things along sometimes.
Have you heard anything about missing children?
Oh my, that's above my pay grade. Are they social climbers?
No. They were taken into the city from the Gap.
Well, I certainly wouldn't have had anything to do with that.
I'll see you later.
I can't wait. Calling all social climbers. Customize your aspiration brooch here.
Okay, enough of that.
I couldn't access Graham's messages. I added that to my list of things to look into.
I really need to put the Civic Guide into some image formats. Oh, there's nothing here. Let's check our messages. Again, I'm only going to keep these on the screen for 2 or 3 seconds, but I will make sure to have them in some sort of image format as well. Feel free to pause. Oh, it seems like we have a meeting. There's a lot of messages today. Okay. I'm guessing that this is something we will experience in our apartments, maybe? I mean, that's if we actually have one. Considering that we've been missing for some time. About 2 weeks now, I believe. Well, Graham, not us. Right, let's continue onwards.
The museum wasn't open yet. I'd have to come back later.
Hooray! Another customer. Please scan your U-chip to place an order.
Excuse me?
Greetings, citizen. Have you come for another extra large fluoride orange spankles with extra foam?
I don't know if that's my sort of thing.
Incorrect. According to your order history, it is your new favorite beverage.
My order history?
Indeed, Citizen Graham. You love it.
Okay, the first time I played this area, to just basically test out what to do and where to go, he glitched out and just walked into the wall and would not stop. So I was actually unable to speak to him the first time around. Excuse me, but you have to wait.
Do you know anything about missing children?
Oh my, that's above my pay grade. Unless they came to this cafe.
I doubt it. Nobody else seems to have heard anything.
Excellent. I'm glad to find myself synchronized with local knowledge. Now, may I recommend you forget your troubles with a cold, crisp can of Spankles.
Can I get a can of Spankles?
Simply scan your U-chip here on the counter, Citizen Graham.
Great. What flavors are available?
No need, Citizen Graham. Your favorite flavor will be provided from your order history. I assure you, if you are unhappy with the result, your taste buds can be recalibrated.
That is slightly disconcerting.
Can I get a can of Spankles?
Just scan your U-chip here on the counter, and I'll bring one right over.
You sound an awful lot like that aspiration brooch droid.
Hollow?
I guess so. Are you the same model?
Correct, sir. And how proud I am of that, too. Hollow is a fine droid, an honorable droid.
You're a real fan, huh?
No, sir. I'm a real droid.
What do you do here?
My name is Barry, and it is my pleasure to serve fresh, crisp, premium Spankles to the wonderful people of Union City.
Do you prepare the Spankles to order?
No, sir. That would be unforgivably inefficient. I merely have to collect the flavor from the dispensary and voila!
Remind me what you do here.
I provide fulfillment. And Spankles.
Any chance of a coffee?
Spankles?
No, a coffee. Cup of joe.
Coffee-flavored Spankles?
No, coffee. Coffee-flavored caffeinated coffee. Coffee.
I have no idea what you're saying right now. However, all ranges of Spankles include 250% of your recommended caffeine intake.
So if this is just a Spankles distribution center, then what's with all the bottles on the wall?
What do you know about the council?
The democratically elected body of Union City government, as introduced by Joey. His final gift to Union City was to transfer leadership to those most deserving.
Can you tell me more about the council?
I'd recommend speaking to either a greeter terminal or taking a visit to the Museum of New History.
Bye for now.
Have a great day!
Yeah, he just sort of went to that
One fresh,
machine.
premium Spankles.
Thank you.
Now that I'd resolved my outdated U-chip problem, it was time to look deeper into my alter ego, Graham.
Yeah, he just walked to that machine and then never returned.
Please scan your U-chip to place an order.
Welcome, Citizen Graham. Where would you like to go?
I guess we're going home. Are you okay there, Foster?
I knew Graham had some sort of connection to Milo's kidnapping. His home would be my best, in fact my only lead. Take me to Graham... my home.
Lakeview Apartments. Certainly, Citizen Graham.
The city knew a lot more about Graham than I did.